What is up, everyone? It's Simon, and today I'm doing something slightly different. I have a shoot tomorrow, so you guys are helping me prep for that shoot. Tomorrow I have a time-lapse shoot, which means I have to get everything all dialed up, cleaned, make sure everything's operating smoothly, make sure my cards are clear, make sure I've got all my batteries charged, all of that good stuff. So basically everything I have to do is in my office. I've got all the stuff, but I've never really shown you guys what it takes for me to prep for a shoot. So we're going to do that right now. I always start with making sure all of my equipment is clean. That is my first step of the process. So to do that, break out the first AC kit. This is my on-set kit for film shoots, where I have my blower fan, Pancro for cleaning lenses, flashlights, chest protector, or chest harness for holding some tools that I need all the time, flashlight, spare bits in case it's needed, varying tapes, etc. that I might need during a shoot, lens wipe cloths, the whole nine. So we are getting stuff out to clean, which just requires a slight bit of moving things around. Alright, so 2 essentials for most anything: Pancro lens cleaning and Kim wipes. They are 2 of my essentials, always in my kit, super handy, readily available, etc. They are primo. They're the best things. There's a reason why they are industry standard for doing any sort of film related work. Tomorrow's shoot is indoors, so I think I will be closer to whatever the subject. I don't know how much I can actually say about the shoot, but we are switching to the 70-200 to 8 instead of the 100-400 because of the fact that I want those extra stops of light if needed. It is like a big garage warehouse type situation, so I'm unsure if I'm actually going to need it, but I want to be prepared. The nice thing about this is, I was dumb. The nice thing about this fan is it's kind of like what you would use canned air for, but it doesn't have the chemicals of canned air. So very, very nice and handy to have. Alright, that looks finished, but not quite enough. It's been a while since I've used the 70-200. See, I don't need my hex keys for right now. There we go. Get those out of the way. I am one of those people, because I never know what lenses I'm going to use. Everything gets cleaned before shoots. That way, whatever I have to use is ready to go when I'm on location. Also, as you can see, all of my stuff is labeled, so it's easy for me to know what is where and I can grab whatever I need. Let's see, R3, and the one downer is, a lot of times, lens caps get switched around. Yep, that would do it. Alright. So first thing I do is clean lenses. And the reason for that is if I go to check my sensors are clean before I check my lenses, there could be dirt on my lens that I think is on my sensor. So I always go that route just so I know that everything is actually clean. Blower is also nice. The hand blower for a little more finesse there, as you can kind of tell, way more compact of a opening. Sweet. And another thing you'll notice is these lenses are face up. These are ones I still have to clean. These ones are front element down. These ones are cleaned. All right, boom. Now we move on to checking our sensors. So to check sensors, what I do is I have a white surface. Where did my... That is a dirt hag. Alright, so we take a plain white surface, like this, and lay it down. And grab a lens, it doesn't matter what lens, because we are now quickly just throwing a card in. It doesn't matter what card. Because all we are doing is checking for spots on the sensor. So I always go to aperture priority mode because it's easier, and then dump it all the way up to at least f16 or f18. And the reason for that is the deeper depth of field makes it easier for the spots to show up that are on your sensor. So then oh, there we go. All right. Bump in 100%, and sure enough, I have a spot on my sensor. It's what it is. So now we just have to try cleaning it out using a blower first, and then if that doesn't work, I will go on to something more. Oh, hi, Chips. What's up? Now, the reason for holding this down as such is as I loosen whatever's on my sensor or on my lens, it goes to the ground instead of going further into the camera. This is also a smart habit for changing lenses, because if you're out in any sort of elements, it makes it a little safer with the camera open. All right. So we are zoomed in and inspecting. Oh, I do still have a couple spots. But the big one is gone, and I just don't like having any spots, so we are going to clean my sensor. Oh, buddy. Sensor. Woo. Baby. And the one thing with sensor swabs, don't use them more than once, because once there's stuff on it, it will just go to your next sensor. So it's annoying, but it's cheaper than new camera sensors. All right, so that one's done. Now, am I going to be shooting anywhere close to f/18 where a lot of this would show up? No. But I'm being paid to have everything in perfect working order, so I have everything in perfect working order. That's the way I view it, is if I'm being paid as a professional to do something, it needs to be done at the most professional level possible. Yeah. Like, does it take me a little extra time to prep for a shoot? Yes, but then I get called back to do another shoot. Always give 110% on jobs. All right, those are done. Next, filter check. Actually, next we're going to do formatting memory cards. So both of my cameras that I'm using hold 2 memory cards, and I'm going to put 2 128 gig cards in them. If you notice on the side of my viewfinders, I keep a colored piece of tape. It's because there's a corresponding memory card wallet that all of these memory cards are pre-formatted to this camera. Now, because I'm in the Sony A7 ecosystem mostly, it's not that big a deal, but when I go to the FX6, that has a different file structure for the memory card than the A7s, and I don't know about the A1, but it just makes it easier to have separate wallets for each camera. That way I know when I'm done, or when I'm shooting, I can just go grab the corresponding card wallet really without having to think too much. And then I have all of my cards laid out. So for the A7 IV, and because this is a time-lapse shoot, the speed of the card doesn't matter as much. We're going to be shooting around once every like 4 to 5 seconds, so it's nothing too crazy, but it's nice to have everything ready to go. And also, if I needed to go faster, I could. Also, because this is a time-lapse shoot, I'm going to change this L bracket out and switch things up a smidge. So this actually, battery comes out, door comes off, we need, having tools handy that are like the most common sizes you're going to need is clutch. Makes going through prep way easier. Shout out to RoboCup, one of my favorite small companies in the industry that makes this rad cup holder and also like little utility setup. They're awesome. Great small company. If you're on set a lot, I'm sure you've seen them. Go support them. I'm not sponsored by them, but I just love their product. All right, so we are putting on a battery grip for this one just so I have more battery life with the camera, because I can put two. Also, the red Sidewinder is probably the most handy multi-tool for if you're on set. I point blank think that this is the best tool that Red makes. Boom. All right, now camera bag time. Now things are a little dirty from going out shooting yesterday. I'll clean that in a minute. I just want to get everything off here, in here, because I'm not doing any crazy water. So 7200 A7R3 with the grip goes right in the main part. 20 mil hides down in a corner. 90 mil also hides down in a corner. What's up, Chip? Where did those? This is what happens when you change your bag up for a day. You lose things. We're just gonna grab from the stash. Can't tell. I have a lot of inserts for the Shimoda bags. They are incredibly handy to have. All right. And then the 24 to 70. And we're going to take the lens off of the A7 IV. Slide that right in. Boom. Alright, and yeah. So that's all set. I do have my 16 to 35, which I'm shooting on right now. That'll come in here, and I'll put that up here in this other padded insert later, but that's pretty well ready. So we're going to shut that and get it out of the way. Actually, we're going to clean that first. One of the things I love about the Shimoda bags is I can go get them disgusting, but just literally like damp cloth, and I'm able to get them nice and clean again. Really easy. And look at this. Just, I don't expect it to be perfect, but tomorrow's shoot is not something outdoor crazy like I was doing yesterday where I was mountain biking. So having it look a little cleaner. Ooh, that's a little tree sap. Gonna have to do something else for that. Gonna have to get some rubbing alcohol. I learned a while ago that rubbing alcohol is great for tree saps. But yeah, just a quick wipe down. One of the many reasons I love these bags. So one of the things I love about having everything prepared is I always keep a multi-tool, and I'll keep my red Sidewinder right there in that front pocket. Now, I am not doing a big outdoor shoot like I just said, but I just kind of keep the same bags because it keeps things simple and straightforward versus like switching back and forth between a bunch of different style bags. Yeah, good to go. Now, gotta put things away. One little tidbit. If you use a memory card wallet like this, if a card is full, I put it so that the contacts are facing out. That way I know that card's been shot. And if it's an empty and formatted card, the label is out. That way, when someone opens the wallet, it's really straightforward and easy. Again, I'm trying to make life on set where it's as easy as possible so I don't have to think about any one little technical thing. I want to be able to focus on the story, the job, etc. Focus on other things besides, is this memory card formatted and empty, or does this have data on it? All right, filters. The last bit, just making sure, because I don't know what the brightness is going to be, and I don't know exactly where we're going to be in the shutter speed range for these cameras tomorrow. So I want to make sure my filters are all clean. So we're going to have to break back out the AC kit. Some people carry a lot of different filters. I am not one of those people. I carry kind of the essential NDs, mostly because I prefer being lightweight than having all sorts of artsy filters all the time, because most of my clientele isn't as worried about artsy, super stylistic type things, and so it doesn't matter as much. And for me, what I own as far as equipment is solely based on what makes my clients happy. And I know that everyone's different with how they approach equipment and like that kind of thing, but that's kind of my view, is like the equipment I own is what gives me a return on my investment and helps my clients be happy, and that's what this does. So boom, filters all set. All right, and then the last thing is tripods. So I need to have at least 2 tripods. I'll probably bring 3 or 4 that are different heights and sizes, etc., just to make sure, depending on exactly where we have to get cameras. I like to be prepared for whatever. I don't know exactly what we're getting into, so we have a medium-sized ball head tripod, my bigger tripod that has a fluid head on it, but I have an adapter that I can put the Sonys onto, the A7s onto, and then I have the little itty bitty guy. That's my little travel tripod. And we are actually going to come over here to the grip kit. Because this is a warehouse and I did not get a chance to tech scout, we are coming in with some extra preparedness. So this is all miscellaneous, like grip equipment. So like things for doing stands, etc., etc. And we are going to take a Mathellini, which is a Cardellini clamp, and there we go, a pin that can hold a tripod head. And alright, I'm gonna have to grab it off of these. Alright. Then we're going to grab the knuckle off of this C-stand arm, because this isn't going to work. Alright, so basically, I don't know what we're getting into tomorrow, because we haven't seen, like I said, I haven't seen the location. So if I have to go someplace high, which I don't think I will, but you never know, this can go around like a shelving unit arm or like that kind of thing, because it opens up super wide. And then once I have that in place, I can put this knuckle right on here, voila, and then stick the camera pin there, and stick a tripod head on this, or if it's a 3/8, depending on the tripod head, I can flip the pin over and I can rig this anywhere. I will also be bringing safety cables, so nothing super exciting, but a pair of locking carabiners and 550 cord. And the reason for that is I can safety the camera to another portion of the rig, and then if something fails here, we're not having a camera falling on someone's head. I'm a huge proponent of safety and making sure that we're doing cool things, getting cool shots, but also making sure everyone goes home at night and mitigating as many risks as possible. So yeah, I just have to put these last couple things in the bags, and I'm ready to go for tomorrow. I think I'm going to wrap up this video here and just kind of button things up while the batteries are charging. Yeah, if you have any questions, leave a comment down below. If you have any comments or have any thoughts of things I could be doing better, also leave that down below. Be sure to give it a like, a follow, etc. See you guys blah, blah, blah. Have a great week. See you guys next time.